What do you do for a living? Where do you work? Who is your employer? What's the title of your job? Or are you still a student and looking for a part-time job? How to answer basic job-related questions in German language. In this video, we are also going to learn the präpositionen als, by, in. We are also going to learn how to make the job titles depending on the gender of the person. We are also going to talk about my work, my Arbeit in general, my work in general. How is the situation like in your work? How are your colleagues? Yeah. For how long do you work? When do you work? When do you have free time? Yeah. The companies you work for, the places where you work, the place where you work. We are going to discuss all of them in this video. So without wasting much time, los geht's. Let's start. The job title. How do we make the title of a person depending on the gender? We have 4 rules that we follow. The first rule, it is the R ending and RIN ending. If it's a man, the title of that person, the title of the job of that person, if he's a man, is supposed to end with an R. But if he's a woman, it is supposed to end with RIN. That's rule number 1. Apart from RIN, it can also end with NEN or RAN. In plural, you learn plural when you proceed with the course. The second rule, it is about the umlauts, the umlauts. Remember, we have 3 umlauts: A umlaut, O umlaut, and U umlaut. If a man, the title of the man has an A or O or U. In female, it is supposed now to change to umlauts. For example, a man doctor starts with an A, alphabet A, so it is as without an umlaut. But when it is now the female, we add an A umlaut on this A. If it is ko for a male, for a man, for a woman, we are supposed to add kohin with an A, with an O umlaut, but now we will add IN in the end. Umlauts for a man, for without umlauts on a man, and with umlauts on women. I mean, without umlauts on men and with umlauts plus IN on women professions. Next, if it is a man, we are supposed just to use the man itself. For example, the man titles Geschäftsmann. A woman is supposed to be Geschäftsfrau. Now we replace man with Frau. Geschäftsmann, Geschäftsfrau. Hausmann, Hausfrau. Yeah, you understand? This is how we basically make the rules of this, the rules of Beruf titles. Male, for example, Lehrer, it will be Lehrerin. Engineer, it will be Engineerin. When we go to the alphabets, man without umlauts, A, E, I, O, U without umlauts. For example, ast. In female, it will be astin. We will add an umlaut on that vowel A and then add IN at the end. We also have the titles without, we add now, instead of IN at the end, we add NEN at the end. For example, yeah. Then the man and woman, Geschäftsmann, Geschäftsfrau. Next part is how to answer the question, what do you do for a living? Formal and a more polite way we will ask, was sind Sie von Beruf? Was sind Sie von Beruf? What's your profession? Or what do you do for a living? Oder was machen Sie denn? Was machen Sie beruflich? Was machen Sie beruflich? Oder was sind Sie von Beruf? This is a polite way of asking a question and it is in a formal situation. If it is casual, less polite, we will ask, was bist du von Beruf? Was bist du von Beruf? Was bist du von Beruf? Let's assume you are talking to your friends or relatives and you want to ask them what they do for a living. You will ask them using an informal way. Was machst du beruflich? This is now the informal and more casual. Was machst du beruflich? Oder was bist du von Beruf? What do you do for a living? Then you will answer by saying now the title of your profession. For example, zum Beispiel, ich bin Lehrerin. Ich bin Lehrerin. I am a teacher. Oder ich bin Studentin. Ich bin Studentin. I'm student. I'm a student. A university student to be precise. Oder ich bin Froze. I am a hairdresser. Oder ich bin Arzt. Ich bin Arzt. I am a doctor. I am a doctor, male doctor now. Now, let's now learn the präpositionen als, bei and in. Präpositionen als, bei und in. Als, it is used when you are using the word arbeiten. Remember, arbeiten means to work. So if you want to use the präpositionen als, you will say, ich arbeite als Gärtnerin. Ich arbeite als Gärtnerin. Oder ich arbeite als Gärtner if you are a man. Oder ich arbeite als Arzt if you are a doctor. Oder ich arbeite als Ärztin, female doctor now. This is als. Als used when you are using Arbeit. Take note of this. Then we also have bei. Bei is used when you want to mention the company you are working for. If you want to mention the company you are working for example, ich arbeite bei Mercedes. Ich arbeite bei Mercedes. This means I work at Mercedes company. Bei. This goes with firm. Firma means company. We can also say Scovia arbeitet als Ingenieurin bei Siemens. Scovia arbeitet als Ingenieurin bei Siemens. Next präposition is in. In is used when now you want to mention the place you are working, or either place or the city or the country you are working in. For example, ich arbeite in Stuttgart. Ich arbeite in Stuttgart. I work in Stuttgart. Oder ich arbeite in Berlin. The specific place you are working. Let's do a summary of these three präpositionen. They are very important in this learning journey of German language. Ich arbeite als plus now the Beruf you work you are working. So it is I work as a teacher. I work as a teacher. You are using the word I work. This means ich arbeite. I work as, then you add the profession you are working for. Then we have ich arbeite bei. If you use ich arbeite bei, you add now the firm. I work at or I work for this company. Ich arbeite bei Mercedes. Ich arbeite bei Mercedes. I work at Mercedes company or I work for Mercedes company. Then the third preposition in is now for places. Ich arbeite in plus now the Ort. What is the residence? I work in plus now the place you are working for. Yeah. Als, bei and in. Now let's use them, all of them in one sentence. Yeah. Let's combine all of them. So we'll start. Ich arbeite als Ingenieur bei Mercedes in Stuttgart. Noch einmal, ich arbeite als Ingenieur bei Mercedes in Stuttgart. Oder ich arbeite als Programmierer bei Mercedes in Berlin. Yeah, we are now combining the three of them in one sentence. NB, not before. There are some words, some three words that people misuse, and I want to point them out so that you don't make this mistake when you on your German language learning, on your journey of learning German language. Okay, the first mistake people make is about job. Job, yes, it might sound like it is in English job, yes, but it doesn't mean the same. It doesn't have the same meaning like in English. Job, it means a side hustle, not a job like the literal job. No, a job in German, it means a side hustle. Yeah, like maybe you have your main job. You are working maybe as a police, but now you have a side hustle that you are working for like 1 or 2 hours a day. Your side hustle to boost your income. This is now the job. So get the difference on that. Yeah, you can say ich habe einen Job. Ich habe einen Job. Oder ich habe einen Job als Kellner. Ich habe einen Job als Kellner. I have a job as a waitress, as a waiter or as a waitress. These are now your side hustle jobs. Okay. You have your main job. You have your main your main job. Let me put it that way. Then you have now the job as a side hustle. Next word that people misuse here is the word student. Student. Yes, it might sound the same as in English, though the pronunciation is not really the same. This is student. This is only for university students. This is only for university students. Do not confuse it. The comrades, yeah? The comrades. Only university students are called students. If it's a man, student, and if it's a woman, studentin. Man, student, woman, studentin. Only for university student. But when you are still in high school, senior school, primary school, kindergarten, all schools, you are Schüler. A man, Schüler. A woman, Schülerin. Or the female, Schülerin, male, Schüler. All schools, you are still a people. You are still in school, not yet graduated. Like if you are learning German, let's say maybe you are learning German in institutions, smaller institutions, or any institution, as long as it's not a recognized university, you are a Schüler. You learn Deutsch. You don't study Deutsch. But if you are studying German as your main course in university, underline the word university, you can now say ich studiere Deutsch. Ich studiere Deutsch. You are learning German as your main area in university. But if you are just learning Germany in these local institutions that are not university, you are supposed to say ich lerne Deutsch. Ich lerne Deutsch, like you are learning German in this video. You are supposed to say ich lerne Deutsch because you are not yet in university. This is not university. This is a video on YouTube, okay? Get the difference, please. The third word that people really misinterpret here is Arbeitslos. Arbeitslos. Arbeitslos means you are jobless, yes. Means you are unemployed. But now if you are telling someone ich bin arbeitslos, it leaves an impression like, huh? Why are you jobless? Are you not looking for a job? Or what's up? People will start questioning. It's very normal. You're supposed to say, ich bin auf Arbeitssuche. Ich bin auf Arbeitssuche. I am looking for a job. Okay? I am looking for a job. This one will sound like you are a bit now serious with life. We have Praktikum. Praktikum is an internship. So ich mache eine Praktikum. I am doing my internship. We also have Ausbildung. Ich mache eine Ausbildung. Eine Ausbildung. This is the apprenticeship where you work and earn and you get experience. At the same time you earn money, then you get employed at the end of you do it at the end of it. Normally takes 2 to 3 years, then you get employed and start earning in that profession you've studied. This is now the Ausbildung. Ausbildung und Praktikum. They are different. Praktikum is an internship. Ausbildung is an apparent. Wie lange arbeiten Sie? Informal, but if it is formal, that is formal, but if it is informal, you say wann lange arbeitest du oder wie lange arbeitest du. If it is informal, you are supposed to say wie lange arbeitest du. Wie lange arbeitest du? Informal. Formal, wie lange arbeiten Sie? Wie lange arbeiten Sie? Then the response is supposed to be ich arbeite von Montag bis Freitag. I work from Monday to Friday. Ich arbeite am Wochenende. I work on weekends. Oder ich arbeite 40 Stunden pro Woche. I work for 40 hours per week. Oder ich arbeite 50 Tage die Woche. You work for 5 days a week. You can also say ich arbeite manchmal am Wochenende. Yeah, you work sometimes on weekends. Oder you work oft am Wochenende. Oder ich arbeite 8 Stunden am Tag. Ja, von Montag bis Freitag, nur am Wochenende, 40 Stunden pro Woche, 5 Tage die Woche, manchmal am Wochenende, oft am Wochenende oder 8 Stunden am Tag. Stunden am Tag. Someone can also ask you, wann haben Sie frei? Wann haben Sie frei? This is informal. Oder wann hast du frei? When are you free? Informal. Wann hast du frei? Oder wann haben Sie frei? When are you free? The responses you are supposed to give, it is, you can say am Wochenende frei, I'm free on weekends. Oder am Donnerstag frei, I'm free on Thursdays. Remember the question here is wann haben Sie frei? Wann haben Sie frei? When do you have free time? Then here now you can now start responding by saying ich habe am Wochenende frei. Oder ich habe am Donnerstag frei. Oder ich habe 4 Tage die Woche frei. Oder ich habe 2 Tage die Woche frei. Oder ich habe manchmal am Wochenende frei. I am free sometimes I'm free on weekends, okay? Now you have learnt all this. Let's do a quick and brief introduction about our job. So let's start. A quick introduction about our jobs. Maybe you are in an interview or you want to introduce yourself professionally. Ich heiße Scovia. Ich bin Lehrerin von Beruf. Und arbeite bei Goethe-Institut in Berlin. Und ich arbeite 5 Tage die Woche und habe am Wochenende frei. Just like that, as simple as that. Ich heiße Scovia, ich bin Lehrerin von Beruf. Ich arbeite bei Siemens in Berlin. Ich arbeite fünf Tage die Woche und habe am Wochenende frei. As simple as that. Anyway guys, if you have watched this video up to this point, I can assure you that you are just on the right track. You are on the right track towards winning this, and if you are given an exam paper, you can easily pass it. If you found this video helpful, please watch more of my videos like this. This is the ultimate game changer for you. You don't need to go to class, by the way. This videos is everything that you need to pass exams. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Ask me any question on the comment section and I will answer them all. Otherwise, thank you and tschüss, bis morgen, auf Wiedersehen.